Did you guys know that YouTube doesn't let you put less than or greater than symbols in the description or title of a video? Anyway, welcome in. Hello Max, and Navy, and Stump. I can tell you why I was thinking about that, is because I've run up against that a couple of times, and I was thinking, oh, I wonder if it's going to be okay with a hashtag in the video description because of my go live notification. Anyway. I'm on the Alchem3. Yeah! Bits made the spawn look so pretty. Thought there was a creeper. Look at this, it's lovely. Then it turns evil. Also, the adorable farm and windmill, or barn and windmill. And the wheat field surrounding it. It's just so cute. My goodness. I dare say finally. Yeah. Did Fitz get my gift? Nope. Yeah. Spawn has looked... I don't know about increasingly ugly, but it hasn't looked the greatest for a while. There's even bees up here. Which really saved my ass because I needed honey. Or the thing that I'm going to show you guys. So, the LA farm has been in and out of commission since I built it. And I think I have devised a way to fix the issue. It wasn't ugly per se, just messy. Sorry, so Discord did like a... What did they call it? They called it something stupid, hold on. Checkpoint, I think? They did a Wrapped. A recap, even. And, I can't see it. Because I turned off data collection on Discord, and so now my friend is sending me her recap, and it's saying, please update Discord to view this message, which I can't update this Discord anymore. It's fully up to date, it's just a modded client, so I can have it be Minecraft text. Yeah. Most people turn it off, I think. Anyway, this is my solution, perhaps. You have the setting turned off, so you didn't get one. Yeah. This is possibly the fix I've been needing, is this little section over here. And I can show you guys what it does. So this... Okay, so first off, I figured out why the allays kept disappearing. It's nothing to do with them not getting duplicated properly, so we are back to the old style here. And it is everything to do with the fact that redstone and create components are able to update inside a chunk for one chunk farther out than entities are able to. So the allays stopped duplicating, but they were still getting moved, and they were still getting mind flayed until there were just none left in the hopper. My solution is this mechanism here, this fun little contraption, not even, just redstone nonsense. Basically, this is a decay clock, a comparator decay clock, which, if I look at this, you can see it goes down over time and then it comes up. And while this slime is moving... Oh yeah, I named him. While this slime moves, it updates the decay clock, it keeps the farm on. The minute this slime stops moving, the decay clock decays, and the whole thing goes down. And I will let this play out, and also I have to check that these are actually... Yep, we're good. Whoops. So the trick is, this powers this cog block, which powers this dropper here, which means that when this thing tries to fire, this is already powered, and it doesn't drop the disc. But the problem is that when I want to turn it back on again, just turning off the power to this dropper isn't enough. I need to kickstart it, which is what this thing does here. So this is basically acting as a falling edge detector, or a rising edge detector, excuse me. So the first time this turns back on, it's going to trigger this 4-minute timer, which then sends a pulse down to here, and that's just to make sure, because the duplication timer doesn't tick down while the entities aren't ticking, or aren't loaded. So this is just to make sure they're ready to duplicate again, and I don't lose any allays. So the real problem with this section of this whole mechanism is that I actually can't test it. Not super easily anyway, because in order for it to actually work, the entities need to stop ticking, and that means I need to be far away. What do rising and falling edge mean? Yes, I am happy to explain. So, whoops. A rising and falling edge is a term in electronics, but also in redstone, because redstone is very much like electronics, where the rising edge is when the power turns on, and the falling edge is when the power turns off. So I don't want this to run every time it's powered. I only want it to run when it first comes on. So I only want it to run on the rising edge. You know the words from redstone videos. It was really funny to me. So when I went to post-secondary, it was like, I knew a lot of the programming stuff. I didn't know a lot of the hardware stuff. So that's mostly what my courses were teaching me. And the amount of terminology that I already knew because of redstone, like, circuits is kind of hilarious. Like, when we started getting into digital logic, there were a bunch of things being brought up, like flip-flops and gates and all that, and I was like, I know this already from Minecraft. You love how screenshots can show the time. Very useful for a snooper like me. I could just tell you what time zone I'm in. I'm in mountain time. I don't mind that. Everybody knows I go live at 8:30. Is monostable circuit a thing too? Kind of. The name, I'm pretty sure, is Minecraft derived, just because... Well, not really. Hard to explain. Mostly because I'm tired. It's not that hard to explain. I can't explain it right now. Because I'm tired. Because, speaking of being a mountaineer, we got our first, like, permanent snow the other day. And I had to go shovel the walks, and I am exhausted. My arms are sore. And I have a blister. Monostable circuit, it's a circuit that is stable only in one state. You probably could have gotten to that by dissecting the word, but if you've never really thought about it, I understand why you wouldn't. Anyway, in order to test this, we need to go 10 chunks away. So if I... Whoops. No, hold on. I go out... 3... It's a lot of zombies with helmets on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we want to be here. Off in the distance. It's the stable part that you're struggling on? So... How do I explain? Basically, if there's no input to a circuit, and it's at a state, and it always falls to that state, that's a stable circuit. That's its stable state. So if this slime stopped jumping, this would fall to no power, and this would turn off. But that's kind of more fail-safe stuff, not really a monostable circuit. Yeah, default state, basically. There's a thing... Oh yeah, Max's message about the crazy thought. Can't say you like the idea of a messaging program tracking where you're spending your time and with whom. Yeah, that is exactly why I turned off the data collection. Discord does not need to save my data. It just doesn't. I know it probably does anyway, and I'm sure in 20 years there's going to be a massive privacy lawsuit that I won't actually be able to take part in because I'm Canadian, but you know. Oh right, I was gonna see if I could see the Discord thing on my phone where it's not modded. Nope, I sure can't. I guess my phone is not updated either. Hey Reynard, welcome in. Pretty sure they temporarily disabled it on mobile for some reason. Oh my god. Discord? What a fucking nightmare. Anyway. Glad I don't have to do anything about that. Yeah. So that was the first thing that I wanted to test tonight, and I still will need to test it tonight when somebody else gets on here. Because the thing is, I need to be able to look at it while I'm way over there. And to that end, I got free cam. Whee. The thing is, I need to watch it turn off, so ideally, I will be in a boat astral projecting while somebody boats me away. The alternative, if nobody comes on to help me, is screwing with the free cam settings so I can row the boat while I'm in free cam. And then, after we test that, I can show you guys what this thing is. This thing is pretty neat. Although I don't actually have anything to demonstrate it with. I mean, I didn't think you would leave me stranded in it, Max. You've also had a long day. Much longer than I have had, and all I'm tired from is physical labor. You guys are seeing this in color. I always call the voice chat that. Like, that's not that far away. It's about as far as the hut, I believe. Yeah, a little bit further than Dawson's Chicken Hut. I guess one could call it Dawson's lava chicken. It's like... Never paid attention to that before. Yeah, I always call it that. Well, I call it that when I'm live. I don't call it that when I'm just making a voice group to hang out with people. That's kind of the... because I'm live. I don't need to teleport away. I need you to row me in a boat away. It needs to be over time, because I need to watch it change. The other things I was thinking were a spell circle that teleported me, or just a minecart. Stump, you have no idea how tempting it is to read out that message, but I'm not going to. I am going to screenshot it to send it to Dawson, though. Sorry. It's too late, the song is stuck in your head already. Oh, I really hope this thing works. Because if it doesn't, I'm out of ideas for fixing it. Although, to be fair, I was already out of ideas. This was a brand new idea. Yeah, he's called Please Don't Leave because, I got... Like, I had this whole thing set up. And then... I realized I did not name the slime, and he was going to disappear the second he got unloaded. So I went to my base to grab a name tag, and I was like, okay, well maybe he won't unload because he was in a cage, and maybe that makes them persistent. And then my game started lagging to the point that I had to disconnect, and I... yeah. I had to disconnect, and when I got back, he was gone. So yeah, please don't leave. Oh, this thing's so dramatic sounding. We still got 12. You haven't even seen the movie? Navy, if it's any consolation, the song is also stuck in my head. I have seen the movie. A few times, in fact. Although, I haven't actually heard the full of that song. Or any of the other songs in the movie. It's funny to me that that's like 10 minutes of its running time. Pointing and laughing at me. How rude. You're removing the souls of creatures, it's pretty dramatic. I feel like I'm removing more than their souls, Navy. Those things are like husks. Navy? Oh. Thought you were asking me Navy, right? Eh. One second. Hi, Cooper. Good boy. Using a scratch post. Oh, it was a butterfly, not a moth. I would never kill a moth. Oh, why are there bots in my chat? Get out of here. Get out. Why not moths? Because I like moths. I'm making up for all of the hate they get by loving them twice as much. Also, because my brother's not afraid of moths. You'd kill both? How could you? Yeah, Max is dripped out. That Windows debloat program? I don't know what you're referring to. Honestly, anything that bills itself as a Windows debloat program, I'm kind of suspicious of. Anyway, Max. Come drive the boat. You're afraid of both if they come near you, they're getting smacked? I mean, I don't think you have as many endangered butterflies as we do, Navy. I wouldn't kill butterflies in my day-to-day. Because they're just little guys. I don't kill most bugs. I think the only thing I actively try to kill in my house are, like, fruit flies, because holy fuck, they're annoying and get into my food. No, we're good with normal speed. Okay, hold on before you leave. Alright. Sender. Okay, you can watch them. Watch us. Alright. You're good now. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, come back a little bit. Come back just a bit. Little more. Little more. Alright, now you're good. Okay. So this is not working. Because the allays are gone. So you should not be still pulsing, but you are. Hmm. Oh, Percy Pie. Yeah, so this is now running. And I think it is killing all of my allays currently, as we speak. But I will just go get more. Yep, there it goes. Oh no, we saw it. Whoa! Jesus, why did that play noise? That should not have made any noise. You moved. Yeah, I noticed. The entities came back. Why are you still jumping? You silly goober. You shouldn't exist when we're that far away. Hmm. Caused by the name tag? Well, the whole point is that it should be fine. Percy sounds like peach in Russian. Aw. That is a fun factoid. I like that. Limes are the only ones that move consistently enough for this, unfortunately. Rabbits? Rabbits would also need to be name tagged. I think anyway. Hold on. Let me check up how persistent rabbits are. Not the killer bunny. Just rabbits in general. Behavior. Rabbits will eat mature carrot crops? Cool. It's not really what I needed to know. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Sorry, I have a slushie here. Passive mobs? Yeah, but there's some passive mobs that don't, like fish, aren't very persistent. And some reason I feel like rabbits aren't persistent, but I guess we can go try. Where are the rabbits? It's wabbit season. You only learned you were afraid of butterflies when you visited an apiary. That's not great. My brother is afraid of butterflies because he visited an apiary. When he was a little kid. And it scarred him for life. They like swarmed him. And it really freaked him out. Whee. What was I in my house for? Nothing, actually. Everything I need is on me right now. You want to rewatch the Were Rabbit movie again? Oh, man. I just watched Chicken Run recently, with my sister last night. Instead of the episode of Star Trek we were going to watch. Yeah, sounds that way, Navy. Yoink. Got a rabbit. Need another cage for Please Don't Leave. See, rabbits don't move consistently is the problem. Slimes jump at a consistent rate, but this rabbit's just sitting there chilling. You started watching movies again recently? Nice. So yeah, the good news is that this whole thing is kind of designed to safely stop the farm. So we're good right now, but I think we might need to swap back to Please Don't Leave. Would a bat work? I also don't think bats move consistently. You know what might work, weirdly enough, is a guardian. Oh no, but guardians would need to be name tagged. Endermites don't move consistently. They gotta jump up and down for the string to detect them. Up and down in water? The way that this detector works, it's gotta be in air, which is why I was thinking guardian, because guardians flop up and down, but they would also need to be name tagged, so... Okay, hold on. Options. Camera. Okay. No, because noises continue working at the range of redstone, not the range of entities. There's a reason this is a complicated problem to solve, and I really thought I did have this solved here. I don't know why you keep moving after Mr. Slime. Mr. Please don't leave. Okay, you want to try that again, actually, Max, the boating thing? Because I have a new idea. Well, not a new idea, but a new thing to look at. Oh, right, I'm flying. Okay, good. Because basically the plan is to have my interaction here, and to be looking at this cog block, or really any of the blocks that are one chunk out of where we're loaded. Oh, here, Max. 1 second. Go to that waypoint. Alright. Don't know why we only got that tiny amount of it. Okay, just like hang around there for a while, Max. Just leave us there. Because I do actually want to see what happens with this. Oh, I can still see my distant horizons. That's funny. Almost. Not while I'm here. Okay, so that's the mine carts, even though we can't see them. So really, I'm just gonna see if this still gets mine flayed. Because those are all going now. They did. I can still see the flying items. That's interesting. Okay, Max, do you want to go just one chunk further? Okay. Now, nothing is showing up, but all the things are still here. Okay. And everything is powered off now. F3 and G. Yeah, so now this decay clock is turned off. The entities have stopped moving, but the redstone is still updating, because you see this is 15, where it shouldn't have been anything if it was just a flat-out stop. So, if you want to bring us back now, Max, we'll see. And now it turned back on. Lovely. Okay. And there are still allays in here, meaning that they were duplicating while they were invisible. So just because they stop rendering doesn't mean they stop doing things. I don't know why they're rendering difference, but it does seem like we have solved the problem. Awesome. Hooray! The allay farm is now load-proof. And if we went one chunk further after that, just none of that would have been loaded. Woo. So hopefully, I don't need to stockpile allays anymore. Do you want your rabbit back, Max? Alright, second thing that I've built lately. It's weird because I feel like I did this on stream. I didn't. I did this while— oh, Max, come here, actually. Part of this is a gift for you. I was patting Max. But I have a gift. It's better. Better than head pats. Hey, Purdy, welcome in. I have been busy. Purdy, did you see the LA farm? I'm gonna show it off again if you haven't, because I'm proud of it. Max, your gift can wait. Alright. Here is my quenched allay farm. It is complicated. But basically the way it works is every 5 minutes, this music disc starts playing, these allays start duplicating, and then 12 of them are put onto this track here, where they are turned into magical media that I can use to cast spells, which is stored in here. There's now 500 of them. Oh, and you'll get to see it, actually. Well, that's not... oh, no. Okay. Their duplication cooldown was not quite ready. I'm guessing because we weren't far away for long enough for this sucker here. Because this one was still ticking. This timer was still going down without these ones going down. So that is a problem. For if it's unloaded just a short amount of time, we get unsynced. It should be fine for the short amount of time, though, because there is a good amount of wiggle room in this. That's part of why I had to switch to Malohi from 11. So I needed a bit more wiggle room in the duplication timing, so it should be fine. But yeah, a second problem could be if this was aligned truly terribly, in which case we could have problems with this one firing while this disc was in one of those dispensers, which would start the thing early. So I definitely do still need to work out some problems with this circuit, but as far as proof of concept goes, it does work. I'm just gonna grab this because it's not gonna be there in time. I do need more robust guarding on these two 4-minute timers is the problem. Yeah, there it is. And the best part, the amethyst, these things can be made into amethyst shards, which can be made into amethyst blocks, so it's entirely self-contained. The only thing I need to put into this farm are minecarts, because I lose minecarts sometimes. Get in there. And pickaxes, technically. But these go down so slowly, like... I will probably, in the lifetime of this server, never have to refill these drawers. And this has probably gone off, so I'll pop that there. I wish there was a way to tell if these had gone off or not. That's the problem with using them as rising edge detectors. Considering that one's like halfway through its thing now, though, I think we're fine. Okay. Anyway, Max's gift. It's also somewhat related to why I have 124 levels of experience right now. So, this is the backpack looter. This takes in a bunch of backpacks, empties them, and then tosses the backpacks into lava, because we don't need that many backpacks. I built the Ender last time I was streaming. While in the interim, I built myself a Devourer of Backpacks, which is, you can't put an Inception upgrade. You can't have true backpackception. You can only go one layer deep. But this backpack picks up backpacks, stores them, and then I bring it back here, it goes here, and then this mechanical arm fills all of these dispensers, and these dispensers toss them all into there. I'm down to rewatch Inception again. I love that movie. It's probably the movie I've watched the most amount of times. Anyway, Max, your gift. Your many gifts. I don't actually know how many things are in here. Lots. There are books and scrolls and... So basically, Endermen who spawn with backpacks at that farm have End City loot in their backpacks, and that means diamonds and diamond horse armor, which is great. So I wanted a way to get them out of those bags without having to loot every single bag, and so a happy accident is that now Max gets all of the books and scrolls. There's also a chest somewhere at spawn full of a bunch of diamond gear of various quality. Minecraft needs emoting just so I can show you guys how often I'm just, like, giving a thumbs up while I'm talking. I don't know why I have that as, like, a thing I do, but I do. I love a thumbs up. It's so much more specific than a facial expression. Yeah, very slow renewable diamonds. I think I've gotten 8 of them total from my... And don't worry, it's not just 124 levels of experience. It is many more than that. If I turn off the pump and I take all of my all the experience in this tanks, I'm at level 268. And that's like with how Minecraft leveling is normally. Like, it takes a lot. It basically takes the amount of experience to get from 0 to 267 that it does to take it from 267 to 268. Like, those are the same amount of experience. So this, with logarithmic levels, or with linear level scaling, this would be a stupid, stupid amount of experience. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. And all of this is for eventually fighting the Empress of Light, because she broke my boots last time and I'm mad about it. So I want to have repair items on, so I can drain those tanks and repair all my gear, and basically have unbreaking 100 billion. Navy, they're exponential before level 30. They just really get stupid. Yes, she is from Terraria. The Stellarity's got a lot, like, a whole biome that's a Terraria Easter egg, basically. I've got the Minecraft wiki pulled up already anyway. Tell me about levels. Okay. I haven't found what I'm after. I have found something funny, though. You can have negative experience orbs, and they don't deduct experience from the player, but they will damage items with mending. It's empty? Wow. It still says there's one in there, but I think that's just JEI being silly. Or not JEI, Jade. Anyway, what was I finding? How do levels? Okay. Yeah, so it is just exponential right from the start, Navy. Let's actually the Minecraft wiki has a nice. That's Discord, not OBS. Minecraft wiki has a nice chart here. Yeah. That didn't work. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull up the thing. Something kind of funny, at least to me, is that my thing set up for putting Firefox on screen is labeled Chrome do not use while streaming. And I've never gotten around to changing the name of it. There was a reason it was called that when I still used Chrome, but I don't use that anymore, and it's not a problem anymore. Anyway, so here it is. So if I wanted to find out how much experience it took to get me from level 124 to 268, I think it was. 124 268. You can put stasis on the thing, slingshot. Yeah. And it'll put blocks in the air. Anyway. Let me grab a calculator. They have a calculator. Okay, never mind. I'm not doing that. To level 268 requires 226,730 experience. So yeah, I filled that bag, the gold size bag, I filled that twice with backpacks. So. But yeah, I'd love to show you guys how this thing works, but it doesn't work very well, and I don't have any bags to loot. So I can just describe how it's supposed to work. Basically, these threshold switches, and here's the real problem, is that these threshold switches are, like, done percentage-wise. I'm level 124. Oh, you're right, you're right, you're right. Okay, that puts us... That puts us over, 230,000 to get there. Oh, speaking of large amounts of experience. So, you may have noticed that these are stack upgrades. I found out stack upgrades work with the tanks as well as the stacks. So if I try to remove this, it gets mad at me about the tanks. So originally, I think I didn't even have a stack upgrade in here. I just had like the plain old normal whatever. And when I had it like that, I had to empty out those tanks in order to put the stack upgrades in. And if I could find my screenshots, I could show you what those tanks looked like. Yeah. Big tanks. The largest tanks that Create offers. Actually, no, that wasn't for the stack upgrade. That was for going from gold to diamond stack upgrades. So that was my full backpack with diamond or gold upgrades. The diamond ones would be much larger. In fact, those were the largest that Create lets you make, so they would just be more tanks. Yeah. So if that was times 4, this is doubled the amount that I can hold, I think. So, 2 more of those. Here's a left-handed skeleton I saw the other day. I'm just looking at my screenshots now. I was mining. I was keeping an eye out for it. Speaking of mining, I accidentally found another ancient city, and I don't remember where it was. I took a screenshot vaguely where it was, and I sent it to people, so we'll be able to find it, but yeah. No, not necessarily. I'd like to see it now if you want to go. I do have to go to my base first. And drop off this disc. Bonk. But yeah, the left-handedness is world accurate? Yes, it is. It's slightly not because world accurate is more like 11% these days, but in the game, it's 10%. Should we bring wool? I don't know. If you want to. I didn't really think we're going to be sticking around there a long time. You think Pandora's Barrel is going to spawn a warden? Should I get out the killer? I feel like odds are good. I'll get out the killer. Neat. Makes sense. Alright, well I'm ready to go if you are. Except no I'm not, because it's break time. I'll be back in 4 minutes, and then I'll be ready to go. BRB. I got distracted, I'm back. Sorry, the Minecraft wiki is just so compelling. I was just reading about experience orbs. And then I saw that the thing changed on my OBS, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm late. Alrighty. I am just trying to see. It's hard to say that which one's closer. I mean, I'm fine going to either. The one that's under your base is probably going to be a lot safer for us to be in. The new one, will not be that way. But we can go to that one, yeah. Up to you. Your Pandora's barrel. Did you know that cactus, smelting cactus in Java Edition, has given 5 times as much experience as it's supposed to since 1.13? Alright, let's go. And I'm gonna close the Minecraft wiki. So it's under your base. Do you have better coordinates than that? Oh, the old portal. Ouch. But yeah, I can get the experience from the skeleton, and my bar will barely change. Alright, well, let's free cam it. Where are ya? My distant horizons is kind of fucking with my free cam, I gotta say. Nope. There. I feel like the way down... What is this? Start, end. End, start. The way down was through... Oh, yeah. Through this cave here. Ah. Ah. I'm stuck. Ah. That didn't work. Ah, here it is. Complete with cave creator hole. Where are you at, Max? center of town. Alrighty. I mean, just like any flat area probably would be good. How about here? There's like a little bit of an arena. Excuse me. Do it there. Yep. Ready. Turn on hitboxes. Alright. Go. Well, was that Deep Slate Diamond ore I saw? And can I put down the next one? Well, well. That's pretty snazzy. I've yet to see these things do something bad. So you'd better give it to me so they can prove me wrong. Well, didn't prove me wrong. Here you go. I'll keep the coal. They are yours, Max. Yeah, deep slate coal. I have a collection, because it's a pretty block. Alright. I'm gonna keep the things ready, just in case. Ooh. You got quite a few, I only got one. Deep slate emerald ore. Snazzy. Yeah, but, like, I want to know how it kills us. I've only got 124 levels of experience to lose, it's fine. I feel like it keeps changing the animation. Every time it gets scarier. It's like, oh, this time it's gonna spawn the warden, and then it doesn't. Come on. That one was kind of lame. Alright. We'll get rid of these. Alright. Hold on. Go for it. What could go wrong? See, this looked exactly the same. Well, we tried our best to get mauled by the warden. Didn't happen. Oh, I don't know if they saw it pass. We'll read it together. Pandora's Barrel. Summons mobs and drops loot depending on the biome. Much friendlier mobs spawn while in a lit up area. Get it? Because it is a barrel and not a box. I don't get it. Yeah, that one just sucked outright. That was awful. Oh well. Didn't die. Any more deep slate coal ore you're willing to part with? 2 deep slate emerald. That's pretty sick. None from that? Darn. Well, that was fun. Turn off hitboxes. Oh yeah, I found the dragon egg. I don't know if I had made it public knowledge that that was missing, but I found it. Well, I found it. That was another thumbs up moment. Oh, just buried in backpacks and chests. Where did I find it? In a backpack in one of my chests. Funnily enough, in my music disc backpack. I don't really know why it was in there. This one. My excess music disc backpack, I should say. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I could show you guys with all of the backpacks, like, lining my room. My house, even. I've kind of... I've slimmed down. I have less of them. And I kinda like having these around in case I need a backpack. Well, after that fun loading and unloading adventure, let's go check on the LA farm and see how it's doing. I see LA wings! 12. Beautiful. Awesome. Well, I guess I could also, like, take some stuff out of the farm. Ah. I should make, maybe, a way to actually get to this thing. Max, would you like a stack of quenched delay? While I'm down here. What I really should do is just make an easier way down here. I could even do something with, like, greater blink. Might have more deep slate coal at home. Ooh. Like, where is this on the surface? Oh, in the middle of my tough farm. Damn. That kind of sucks. Can't just make a spell circle that warps me right down. Where are you, Max? Or are you in the nether? And that's why I can't see you. Oh yeah, I spiffed up the nether room. The nether house. You're looking at Legos? Oh god, Navy. Stay strong. But yeah, a ghast blew it up, so I went and got pretty looking blocks. Oh no! Zombie pigman died here, apparently. There you are. My mom sent me a text the other day asking if my sister and brother would also like Lego. And I was like, yes, absolutely. Everyone would like Lego. We love Lego. Can the pumpkin machine run? It can. I love watching it run. All of these create contraptions are so rewarding to me. Because, like, even once they work completely, almost entirely automatically, I still, like, get to watch them work. With all of the timing I had to figure out and all of the... Ugh, it's so rewarding. Yeah, a well-oiled machine. Oh yeah, I was gonna complain about the threshold switches. They work on percentage, and when you get a backpack with more than 100 slots, it starts to get kind of screwy. So what I'd like to do is switch it out to be comparators, but unfortunately, the comparators don't... They need a solid block on the side, which means I need to redesign how that thing works, and it won't be as compact, except I maybe had an idea last night when I was going to bed on how to make it more compact anyway, so... You will make this contraption on your single player someday, Stump, I believe in you. Do you have Farmer's Delight and Create Slice and Dice? Because you need them both to make these work. And I think Create Slice and Dice does not work with the latest update of Create for Fabric right now. I haven't actually checked. I should be checking on that more regularly. You've been checking? Ugh. Get nothing. Nothing is easy in this life. Must resist the urge to spend $500 on 2 Lego sets. Oh yeah, I also made this. This is a 2-tiered potion-making machine, so that it doesn't turn my fucking ingredients into stupid... the other thing. And then after I made a shitload of potions of learning, I realized that there was no reason for it. I instead made a potion ring of learning too, because at the raid farm, you don't get enough XP to counterbalance that, at least not when you start. But at the Ender, you absolutely do. Just as in justice. It's right and just that you spend much money, $750 on Lego Navy. It's just how the world is. Because Lego. Should make a speed ring. That's a good one. I should be making more potion rings with my fucking 124 levels. I'm gonna die and I'm gonna have nothing, but, you know. I wonder when the last time I died on this world is. Luckily, we can check. Time since last death. Almost 2 full days. Awesome. Minecraft Wrapped. Yeah, let's go through my statistics. Let's Minecraft Wrapped. So, this year, on the server, we've got Bells Rung 92. That's pretty weak. I don't even know what the funniest stats are. $550 on 3 sets. Damn. Distance by minecart, 0 centimeters. Distance by pig, 0 centimeters. Distance by strider, 0 centimeters. Distance by elytra, 1,826 kilometers. Games quit, 452. Max, how many games have you quit? Gravestones collected, 81. But those aren't all me. I collect other people's gravestones sometimes. I do a little grave robbing. Media consumed. Oh, that's a good number. Raids triggered 127. Raids won 50. Sneak time. Almost over 2/3 of a day. Spells cast 285,000. Time with world open, 16.5 days. How on earth do you clean a shulker box? I can show you. I do have netherwort. I'll grab that while I'm showing Navy how to clean a shulker box. How much do you need? I have 90. Alrighty. You do it like this, Navy. It is a vanilla feature, yeah. I think. You need to check the thermostat again. Max has become an old man. Max has become, Mr. Krabs from that episode of SpongeBob where they turn the Krusty Krab into an ice rink. Oh, speaking of old men. Great segue, I know. He's not that old, but I was out shoveling the walks, and one of my neighbors, who is an old man who, like, he's one of those guys who just needs something to do all the time, constantly, cannot rest, no comments about me. But one of the things he does is he keeps his driveway very, very clean and clear of snow and everything. And so, today, his driveway was still covered in snow at, like, midday, and that was so way out of character for him. So I'm out there, and I'm shoveling the walk, And he comes out and starts shoveling his, and we have a little chat, and he talks about how he was worried it would rain and didn't want it to just be like an ice sheet out there, which makes sense. But the area where like our sidewalk and his connect, like the spot between our two houses, I almost called it a base. The spot between our two houses, or the sidewalk in front of both of them, we both kind of clear it, because, like, I'm not gonna make my neighbor clear more than he needs to, and same thought for him, I'm sure. But today, I was out there with the ice chipper, like, cleaning off the caked-on snow, and he comes over, and he's, like, with his shovel, and we have a little chat, and he starts, like, shoveling up the chipped-off snow behind me. And then we're, like, not even halfway done that section of sidewalk, and he goes, "Alright, thanks for the help, have a good day," and, like, shoos me away. And it just made me laugh, because it's like, yeah. I can tell that it's just, you want to do this, you don't want help doing this, and I'm not gonna stand in your way. And, you know, I had a lot more sidewalk to shovel anyway, so I wasn't exactly upset at not being allowed to shovel his sidewalk. But it was a fun interaction. What kind of potions were you making, Max? Speed 2. Neat. $14.2 extra damage, that's funny. Oh, I was reading the Immersive Weathering wiki. Because of reasons. I actually don't remember why I was reading it. And I found out two things about icicles. First off, you can put an icicle on a stick and make an ice sickle. And if I just give you a whack... You got a lot of armor. This thing has 3 durability, but... it hits pretty hard. Yeah. Second thing, you can eat the icicles. Ooh. Munch. Crunch, 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 crunch. Also, I don't know where you got those icicles. I feel like I got them from you, but I don't know where you got them. Old biomes, yeah. Also, Alchem3. I need a color. I don't remember. I can't recall what color of it I want, but I want a specific one. Ha. I'm so funny without meaning to be. Yeah. I think it's navy. And if it's not, then I guess it's not, but... Then I pop it into the stone cutter, and I make polished. And then, yes! It's a bug. Yep. Navy is a good choice most of the time. Really, navy. I never would have thought so. Bug. Hell yeah. Yeah, he lives here now. I do really like that the plain Almentra statue is just a small Almentra block. It's so cute. Thinking about the enchanted books again. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that many stasis books. I'd love to see how many you have. Yippee. What's the pattern on a navy glazed terracotta block? I don't have one, but I could get one. And there are a thing. Those are such a thing. Let's go get a navy glazed terracotta block. I gave you 30 of them. Oh no. Blue and black. I can do that. Can I? Oh, yes I can. Ah, wait, no. Is it just milling? Okay, well, we'll mill it then. Blue. Easy. Oh shit, I need soap. I'll get soap. Eh. God, I started late, seeing the time threw you off. My water. Yeah, it is late. What? No. Okay, can I just dye it like this? Fuck. See, terracotta, you're supposed to be able to wash it. See? Egg in portal. Yeah. I don't have an explanation for myself. Egg in portal. Okay, I guess the washing isn't working off a tag, it's working off of a list, so... I guess I don't need to wash this, so... Let's see if we can't... Nope. I only have either white or plain. Okay, well we made soap for nothing then. Let's go glaze it. Hashtag... Oh no! Not hashtag oh no. My stone that I left on the cooker turned into smooth stone. I can do that later. Hashtag my stone. I hope this works. It might not work, because it's- Oh, it did! Yes! There you are, Navy. Pretty neat. I like how it looks. But yeah, Jesus. I wanted more stone for component crafting, and so I put some on, and then I forgot that you can cook stone into smooth stone now, and, well... There went my stone. I say now, as if that hasn't been a change for... I don't want to know the number of years. I know it's a lot. When did they add the full smooth stone block? I really wish they had, like... Oh no, it was 1.13 too. Ugh, the update aquatic. That's too long. That's a really long-ass time ago. That's evil. That's like when I got back into Minecraft. I took a break from it when I was, like, younger, I guess. And then I got back into it with the update aquatic. And... yuck. How did that happen? I don't know, it's just... 2018, so... a number of years ago, yeah. Not 8. Like, 7. How did that happen? I don't know. I didn't have anyone who played with me. My family fell out of the game, and I've never really liked single-player worlds. Zombie horse, where? Oh, he's just chillin'. He's not tamed, and can't be tamed. Damn. But yeah, because I had no one to play with, I just didn't really play. And I don't like public servers either. It really does take a specific-ass circumstance to get me to play this game, but I do manufacture that circumstance myself quite often, so... I really, sorry. Conflicting trains of thought. I really should just, like, move to the factory island, at the very least. I could build something here to live in. The thing that distracted me was Navy asking if they can't be tamed or not. Zombie horses, I think they can be tamed in the modern game, but in this version they can't. Has Mounts of Mayhem come out yet? Sorry, Stump. Automod blocked that for, good reason. People come in here, people go into... they... You know, it's been less so. But it used to be a real fucking issue with people going, oh, I want to play with you, or can I play with you? And so I ended up blocking the term play with. I don't even think it was ever an issue on my channel, it was mostly on Bones's, but we have a shared block list for a bunch of words like that, so... You sent 2,060 messages in my chat. Hell yeah. It's a lot of messages. You love to see it. I love to see it anyway. Woo! 500 quench delay. And a hell of a lot of shards if we go up there. Oh, get off the track. Yeah, 700 shards. You didn't know they displayed anything over $9.99? Well, Navy, maybe you just need to send more than 999 chat messages in my chat. Hashtag my 500 quench delay. 2061. That's so many messages, Stump. I could like pull up my viewer amount. There's gotta be some way to build to the fact that you hate having a roof and walls into the design of the factory beyond what it is now. I mean, I think we've built to the fact. Oh no! Fuck! You had 45,000, or 4,500, not 45,000. 4,500 messages. Zircon's Factory Labyrinth, yeah. I sent 9,000 chats this year. So. Beat both of you. Most of them were in Bones' chat. I do love to chat. That was 4,000 in my chat specifically? How many total, Navy? $15,000. Oh my god. 29,000. Oh my god. You guys. You're showing me up. I have a new chat badge too, apparently. Yeah, Navy, holy shit. Those Tetris streamers are lucky to have you. Alright. Did that brick the LA farm? Probably. Well, probably didn't brick, but I'm sure it didn't help. Oh no, they're fine. And please don't leave is fine too. Okay, so this might have the wrong number of allays now. But we'll count once they're all out. Oh no. Oh no! Fuck! Shit. Man. Well, I have 2. So let's go get 10 more. Damn it. Yeah, that was the server crash. The allays that unduplicated themselves. Hey, Jasper. You sent a total of 61 messages in my chat. Got over 1,000 chats in your 5th most watched channel. Hell yeah, Navy. The good news is we're not hurting on Amethyst. I probably should have turned off the farm. No, Max, because mob, what do they call it? Entity cramming. Entity cramming will kill the allays if I have even one more in there when we start the duplication process. Get back in there. What? Why are you named Angel? What? Why are there allays named Angel in here? I think Corey might have had some extra name tags. Yeah, entity cramming is 25, and there are 24 in there when the duplication process is done. So 1, 2, 3. Nope. He didn't realize it was so little. I mean, yeah. Lurking is fine. I like lurkers. I love the lurkers in this channel. Of course, I love them very impersonally because I don't know any of their names. I guess I know one. Jasper's a lurker. Alright. Corey wanted to try a lace before settling on birds. I see. He was just gonna rob me? You've averaged 16 chats per hour across last year. That does feel a little bit low. Yeah. Oh, we're lagging. Oh, you figured Corey duplicated delays to get them and then put them back in? I see. Why'd he settle on birds after? Do you know? It just didn't work. I see. Alrighty. Pop this out. Replace this. Then we're gonna wait a bunch of time here just personally, because these all need to be ready to go allays. Ah! Give that back. It's kind of funny to me that they will just take a cage with another relay in it. Had to do with the teleportation spells, you couldn't figure out which zone distillation to use? Ah. One aspect you're gonna miss about any future events, all of you talking about the technical challenges we had. I mean, we can do more technical things. There will always be technical challenges, I promise you, Max. Technical challenges will happen whether I plan for them or not. 3.3 chats per hour for every hour of this year. That is kind of insane, Navy. Actually, that is a lot. That is many hours, and many chats in those hours. I can't believe I'm in the top 10% of Nubby's Number Factory streamers. I understand it's probably because most people stream that game once and never again. Much like Minecraft, but hey. I also just... I don't know what top 10% means. Like, is it by amount? Is it by following? Twitch, you gotta give me more information than top 10% or I'll feel like you're just lying to me. Ooh, 5 responses. Snazzy. Oh, Jasper's looking at his streamer recap. Man. Poor Jasper. He had a hell of a year. You've watched me for 5,000 hours this year. That's nuts. I don't even feel like I streamed that much. How many hours did I stream? There's no way. You're the pinnacle of truth. Yeah, I think you're lying, Stump. I don't think I streamed 5,000 hours this year. I don't think I've streamed 5,000 hours ever. I wonder how many hours I've streamed this year, because it doesn't tell me. It tells me how many hours watched, but that's like how many people. There's just over 8,000 hours in a year. Yeah, I don't think I streamed 5,000 hours. I know I streamed quite a bit, but I don't think that I streamed like 2/3 of the year quite a bit. That's basically like 100% of the time no sleeping. That's like Yogscast hours. Speaking of, have any of you guys been watching the Jingle Jam? I watched a little bit of it this morning. I was watching him play Blood on the Clock Tower. He capitalized in Baker. But yeah, I love Twitch's recap spots where very clearly there was supposed to be something else, but I'm not an affiliate, so they don't have, like, new subscribers or channel points listed. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Maybe I didn't want a group, Max. You've watched extremely few Yogscast-related things ever. Why did I hop in here? Because I know that you don't want to deal with stream delay. And I am, what's the term? What is the term? Accommodating to a fault. Speaking of accommodating, I should rewatch Grand Budapest Hotel. They've released a sequel to Diggy Diggy Hole? How did I not know about this? Oh, right. It's not going to turn on, because I'm down here for a reason. I'm not just screwing around for no reason. It was like 2 or 3 days ago. Alright. Yeah! Grand Budapest Hotel. I love that movie. I almost called it a game. We were watching SBK member stream the other day, and he confessed that Yogscast was how he got into Minecraft, but somehow didn't know Yog Labs was back. I mean, they were only back for like a limited number of episodes. They're already done again. Yeah. Oh well. Alright, so I've got 2 movies on the list now. I've got to watch Inception and Grand Budapest Hotel. Sad Milkman given more reason to be sad. It's one of those things, I can't remember if it was like I was watching a Ren stream or I was watching a VOD of his from long ago. It probably was the VOD thing, but he was talking about how Yogscast got him into streaming and like making videos and how he used to watch Yogscast on his phone at work. And it always just makes me very happy that he's such good friends with Martin. Mm-hmm. Oh, I should have bought some chips tonight. I didn't. I'm such a fool. I know. I was in a rush to get home in time for stream, and then I didn't get home in time for stream because we had to go to Walmart. And with that, it's time for a break. Be back in 4 minutes. BRB. Alrighty, I'm sorry, I thought I muted my mic. I'm very sorry that I cleared my nose and into the mic. Okay, is there a regional name for Lays in Canada? No, they're called Lays. They're called Walkers in the UK and Smiths in Australia. Why are they just different, like, names? Who's Walker? Who's Smith? Are they Australian and British? Not respectively? Guys have problems with eating Lays? Only like the really acidic ones, like sour, or not sour cream, but salt and vinegar. Those hurt. Painful. I don't really like salt and vinegar chips that much. Walker's was a company first, Pepsi bought them and didn't change the name. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, they're just called Lay's here. As for a list of all the Lay's flavors, I feel like they are very region dependent. Like, I feel like it'd be hard to get a full list of flavors. Oh, I love watching this thing run, too. I love all my create machines. Max is emptying the dishwasher. God damn it, my flight ran out right here. No. With regions listed, that'd be awesome. I want a list of flavors with regions. The most spectacular flavor here is ketchup. I'm pretty sure that is a wholly Canadian flavor, and I gotta say, you guys are missing out hard. I love ketchup chips so much. Man, I haven't actually had some in a while. If I go out for chips again, probably not tonight. I'm not going out again tonight. The roads are bad. And I'm tired. But tomorrow, I might get some ketchup chips. It is amazing how little I've gotten done tonight. Walker's is younger than Lay's, but yeah, Walker was founded here by a Mr. Walker and then sold. Nice. What all have I done even? I've tested my farm. I've shown you guys that thing. I haven't even shown it working. So sore. Shoveling is terrible. Takes so much work. I'm sore. And it's so heavy. Yeah, Max, what's up? Is data on the added health also there? Probably. I didn't really look. I'm pretty sure that that one just works by modifying the player's base health attribute. Or attribute even, but I don't know if that's stored in the player MBT data or not. Whether that's permanent despite the health going away unintentionally. I mean, probably. I could look at your data again. Oh, right. It's too long. But you are curious about this. Let me look at player data. We can refine this. Sorry. I know. I'm being a bad streamer. There's trivia. Well, show me the trivia. It's trivia about... This is barely... Okay, so I'm looking at, like, the actual file format for player data, which is something that I actually need to clean up on this server a little bit, because it keeps screwing with me opening this world on single player versus multiplayer, but, like... It's fine. Anyway, it used to be that player data files were named with the player's username instead of their UUID. And that meant that if you had a username... So Windows has a certain number of file names that cannot be used for other files because they're, like, important system files, or they used to be. And they're obsessed with backwards compatibility until Windows 11, of course. But, yeah, basically, if you had one of the usernames that was a reserved file name, then your player data would just never get saved on a Windows machine. Going down a rabbit hole in the history of crisps? There's a lot of apocryphal info on there, Navy. Watch out. People are lying to you about potato chips, Navy. That's such a good word, apocryphal. It's very... Not a good concept it represents, but a good word nonetheless. And one that it's nice to have just a word for. About to embark on the vacuum cleaner cleaning the house quest. Hell yeah. I really got nothing else to do on the server tonight. I basically just... I fixed my farm. I could... Oh, right. I had an idea on how to fix the other thing. Okay, let's try and do that. First thing, I need some comparators. Do I have any? I have 8. Nice. Wait. I need the clipboard. Perfect. So basically, the problem is that I need to power the dispensers here. I need to extract from the backpacks on this side here. Which means I can't put these over these, because all of these need to power the dispensers. So what I might... Hold on, actually. What did Max say? Gunpowder. Max, do you happen to have a lot of powdery cane? Because we can turn that into gunpowder very fast, and in a very entertaining way. Damn. Okay, I gotta explain myself. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move these to the underside of the dispensers, and we're gonna move the deployers in front of these funnels. This top row here. That way we can have a block, or a group of solid blocks on this layer, where these deployers are right now, and we can use comparators like normal, because the threshold switches work on percentage, and when you have a container with more than 100 slots, they get confused, they don't work properly. And these are only supposed to output power, or only supposed to turn off when the thing they're looking at is completely, entirely empty, but because you can't actually go to 0, you can only go to 1%, it fucks it up. So we're going to switch to comparators. We're going to make this circuit again. And yeah, hopefully comparators will fuck it up less. Ideally. So those ones stay. Where'd my sticks go? There they are. Okay, now the deployers are here. They are all in stick mode. They're all in attack mode. You don't get 4, you get 1. Share. So that now will work. And then we need some funnels. And the cauldrons. And how am I missing a bucket of lava? Okay. Is there one in here? No. How am I missing a bucket of lava? Where did it go? Huh. I might have burned it? Very strange. Okay, well. I'm not short on buckets of lava. You've gone through your gunpowder reserves, that's no good. Okay. Now. All of those set up with that. And finally... we do this. And then, you know what? I'd like some cog blocks. Why am I lagging? Come on. Oh, that's not what I looked at. Cog blocks. Okay. So the idea here is that we only want this to work when there is no power in the system. So by connecting all of these together, if any one of these lights up, I don't have a container I can put down. I guess I have my big backpack. That's not what I wanted to do. I forgot about that. Oh, that's not good. What a mess. Give me my bags. I forgot about the deposit upgrade, it's fine. There we go. Okay. If I have a bag here, and it has one item in it, it went into that. God damn it, hold on. I have a bag right here, and the funnel is not looking into that, and there's one item in there, then they all turn on. Well, they don't all turn on. Shit. Okay. So that is the thing that the threshold switches have a one-up on here. Is that they just put out full power 100% of the time. Comparators, they, like, modulate that. Not great, but it will work, I think, if we take a power from one of these two guys. Like, if I do that, and I turn all of these in so that I don't lose items, and I put one redstone comparator in here. No, it only goes 2. So we would have to take power from both of these. Oh, except that it doesn't power anything out of that block. It only powers from the main center one. This one only gets turned on, like, perfunctorily. That's not a word. I'm a little tired tonight. Just a touch. I'm sure you haven't heard me complaining about it or anything. So yeah, this is not gonna work how I'd like it to. So the main thing we're fighting here is that I want this to be small. If I didn't care about footprint, we'd be done already. But alas, I do. So... I mean, the thing that you're supposed to do is just put a repeater at the end of all of them, but that's annoying. It's a whole extra block. Another thing we could do is just put 4 redstone links, one on each end of it. Then it is a whole extra block, but we'd need to put more at the end of those repeaters anyway. And I mean, the level of power doesn't really matter, it's just, okay, you know what, yeah, we're gonna do that. These all need to be in receiving mode. So we're all in sending mode. Now, if I put the bag with the one item in it, in any of them, it powers all of the dispensers. In fact, I should put something in these dispensers as a proof of concept. In fact, I have something way funnier to put in these dispensers. See? Works no matter where you put them. But if it's empty, we get nothing. Perfect. Oh no, okay, time to restart my game. I really should, like, do that on breaks, but I don't. The history of Smiths is amusing. Oh. I love amusing things. Oh, Percy, you've been such a good boy tonight. I feel like he hasn't sat nicely for the cat camera in ages. Alrighty. So now we just need to power these. Which is relatively easy. Yeah, we just need a shaft and a gearbox. We also need to craft a bunch more shafts, because I used all of them up in here. He's been up there a long time today. Oh, and also, all of these suckers need to be receivers. And I copied instead of pasted. B. Paste. Oh, I love wireless redstone. How? And then they break the backpack in here. And we can test with a block of dirt. Ta-da! And you should be happy and fine no matter what. We can test with, it's gonna have to be a bag. Oh, but it's gonna burn my bag. Any bag I give it. Alright, guess we gotta go to the end. What a shame. Okay. I am on my way to the Ender. Ouch. Egg. I do want to make that thing look nicer, but it's also, it's one of those, you gotta balance it, because the niceties can't be spawnable. I have this image in my mind of a beautiful, wispy, flowing end tree with purple leaves, but that one's probably not gonna happen. Because not only can they not be spawnable, they can't be teleportable, which is many, many things. Turn on the magnet. Oh yeah, I made an extra everlasting... Oh yeah, I didn't show you guys. So my bag is everlasting now. You know what that means, Max? It means I can do this. It's my bag with everything in it. Yeah. And I made this one everlasting too because I worry that I'm going to accidentally throw it into the Ender, and you make the upgrade, the everlasting upgrade. It's not cheap, but it was pretty cheap to me, which should tell you what's in it. I didn't know. Oh yeah, I kind of do want to see the weird Endermite dungeon. This is my auto-clicker, by the way. I got tired of clicking. Also, this is like... I put this on and then I went and watched Star Trek for like 2 hours, and that's how I filled the tanks on my backpack. I got tired of it after one click. Navy, I actually haven't clicked up here at all. I turned it on immediately. I just have an auto hotkey thing running. So I got tired of it after 0 clicks tonight, but many clicks before. But yeah, look at, we got backpacks, and they're full of loot. Yeah, it clicked once and then paused for a while because I've got it fucked up a little bit. It's not supposed to be running all the time, and I just forgot to turn it off. And that made it so the variable I used to keep the loop from looping when I want to turn it off got screwed up. So I had to mess with it a bit, but now it's working. Ah. Some jams. Oh boy, more jams. I thought that was my phone alarm going off or something. Thought we were getting like an emergency alert. Oh god, 2 discs. And another one. Holy shit, we're getting a lot of discs. Or last time I was playing, I just had the sounds turned down super low. Maybe they're not that uncommon. Oh yeah, my backpack looter doesn't save the discs, unfortunately. How do I handle diamond backpack mobs? In general, I just kill them. Bye-bye. Lost angels, strike them down. They're hard to kill in a crowd. I mean, this thing, I don't find it too much of a problem. Planet tech, ooh, and a diamond. I'll leave it there for the final count. We're looking for upgrades. You. Submerge. Happy with sugar. That's 9. 9 what? 13. Nine diamonds. It was not 9 diamonds. That is a single diamond. Oh, 9 diamonds from the farm total. Yeah, 9. And then I think there's another one in here somewhere. Yeah, that's 10. But yeah, this is why I put everlasting on this backpack, because I worry that I'm gonna chuck it into the end like that when I'm getting rid of extra pearls. Turn off my learning ring. Ten whole diamonds. Crazy, I know. Yeah, we turn off the magnet because otherwise it picks up the backpacks as they try to get burned. And now we can try out our new and improved backpack deluter. Oh, except this won't work at all. I don't know what I was thinking. There was like a whole logic circuit that I just did not build when I rebuilt this. Ow. Hey. Because it's not just good enough for him to put down the backpacks and break them when they're empty. They have to remember to put down new backpacks. I do wonder if I could kind of cheat it without that circuit. If I just, like, get a button. Are there nice buttons? Button. There's a lot of buttons. Powdery button. Magic button. Okay, we need a magic button, obviously. Let's go get a magic button. Hey, Kai. Welcome in. We're getting a magic button. All of the funnels are the wrong way, shit. Is this the mod pack I was talking about that's like ours? It's not a mod- well, the mod pack isn't like ours, it's kinda just... Yeah, so it doesn't automatically send out new ones, but we don't... If we do it like this, we don't need the timing circuit. But this is the mod the pack I was playing with the mod that's like ours, yes. And I can show it off in a minute. Ow. But I'm also playing with Create right now. So now, here are my goodies. Yippee! And then Max has more goodies in there. Actually, hold on. That goes there, that just goes in there. The gold goes over here. And honestly, I think we're putting gold in there faster than we're using it up. Which isn't the best. We got some gear. You saw the stream where you made a hologram with magic? That was cool? Well, yeah, that was a very ridiculous spell. Fished up a power 3 book, nice. Diamond. Purpur. I used a bunch of the purpur recently to make a full stack of impeti. Empty impetus. Impeti, even. Crying obsidian and stone. I can show you the hologram spell. You can give me spare purpur, yeah. And then over here in spawn goes all of the random armor. I have not gotten a helmet that doesn't have a curse on it yet. That's ridiculous. But yeah, hologram. Let's hologram. Hologram it up. Where's my hologram? Starting to get EP. Good night, Navy. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed stream. Alright. Let's stand here. Yeah. Alright. So now we're gonna take a hologram of this little house here. That's not the right corner to stand at. Hold on. I did it wrong. So yeah, if you're familiar with the concept of block coding, ours is like that to what this mod is. Hexcasting is like regular programming compared to ours, which is block coding. And I don't know, ours is a really cool mod. I like how it is, but can't do this with ours. Oh, it caught the branch of chorus plant. That's funny. So yeah, there's the house. Rendered in hologram. And if I want to make it bigger, I just do that. And now you can see inside the house in the hologram. And I should have gotten out the hologram killer. There we go. Oh, shit. My bag. It's more creative. Ours is just like battle magic. Ours is not just battle magic, I'd argue. There's a lot of pretty unique things you can do with ours. I've seen some pretty neat stuff. But if you like programming and you like ours, I cannot recommend hexcasting enough. It is such a fun mod. What's another intro? Oh, you know what I could do? If you're looking for battle magic, I can show you some battle magic for sure. Oh, absolutely I can do that. That's where I've been keeping my crying obsidian. Okay. We just pop down here. I'm not killing the dragon, that thing's a pain in the ass. I will kill the wither, however. Unfortunately, in this mod pack, the dragon has, like, way more health than in vanilla. She's got, like, 10 times the health that she normally does, so this doesn't kill, the dragon. Which is why my bow is called Dragon Damager, not Dragon Killer. But yeah, just for being nice to the other people on the server, we're gonna go way down underground. And also because I have a specific arena for this. Haven't met a hard dragon if you haven't fought the Chaos Dragon. I'm curious what the Chaos Dragon is now. I'll admit, you've piqued my interest. So here's the Wither Arena. And here's how the Wither fight goes. I get to a safe distance, I turn on hitboxes, and I do that. And now, the Wither is dead. And I get another nether star to put in my junk drawer. So what this spell does is it takes an arrow, it takes a target, and then it accelerates that arrow directly towards that target to 500 meters per second. And arrow damage is proportional to speed. So it does like 300 damage, and the Wither dies. It's pretty great. Not very flashy. Oh, I do have a flashier weapon, actually. Fireworks. What else do I have? Does this work? Apparently it does. For some reason I thought that didn't work. If you're interested in the Chaos Dragon, you should look up Draconic Evolutions. Oh, I know that mod. Oh, that's like that's an old one, isn't it? That's like Feed the Beast era stuff, yeah? Is it still maintained now? Oh, they have a new version. Neat. Lovely. I love old mods that get new versions like that. It wasn't you I was talking to, but there was somebody else in my chat about talking about old mods like that. Who was it? There's another person I raided because they were playing modded Minecraft, I know that. Who was talking about the least favorite mods that are, like, standard in mod packs. Top favorite old mod is Tinkers? Yeah. Tinkers is pretty good. I used to mess with Tinkers so much. I haven't done it properly in a very long time, but... that is one I'd play with again. Used to play back in 1.6, yeah. What? God, I don't even know what version it would have been. I played a lot of Technic packs. Yeah. It's a different mod entirely. Oh, right. Other things I've done with hex casting. They're not all just one and done flashy things. I've done other things. So, in hex casting, the best source of media. So this is my file of media. Every time you cast a spell, it costs some media. And the best source of it, the most dense, is called Quench Delay. And you get it by killing allays en masse. Kind of. So I've created a very special machine to do that for me, combining create and hex casting. A watch. Because it's about to go off. That's Please Don't Leave. He's my overseer slime. He makes sure that this thing keeps running. Yeah, this thing here is a spell circle. It is basically a spell that is permanently in the world. And it can be activated by a redstone signal. Ah. So we're gonna go get a good vantage point to watch it go off. Yeah, the slaughter machine. So technically I'm not killing the... well, I am killing the allay, but the spell's not doing it. So this is 12 allays. Eventually. Now it's 12. And that sets off the spell circle. And this spell circle takes every allay there, puts them in a list, and then over that list, it casts the Mind Flaying spell. So all of those allays are mindless husks, and now they go directly into lava. And all of the quenched allay get mined and placed in here. And then this thing over here just takes on crafting more amethyst shards to duplicate more allays, and more amethyst blocks to replace the quenched pieces. And so this is completely hands-off, hands-free. It runs all on its own. And I actually just solved a problem with it tonight. This had been off for a while. Because when it was getting unloaded, we were having some issues with chunk loading, where the entities would stop moving before the redstone would stop. And that would cause all of the allays to get mind flayed, even though... but not duplicate. So I would lose allays. So that's what this guy does. His name is Please Don't Leave. And his job is to basically trigger this decay clock over and over. Up here. And he just keeps this on, and then when he stops moving, the whole thing turns off. That way, you can unload it and load it, and you don't need to worry. And there are still some issues to be worked out with the loading and unloading system, but it works well enough that I haven't had an issue yet tonight, other than when the server crashed, but I kind of can't account for that. For the record, I have no idea how mana works in ours. I think they call it source, don't they? Or is it mana? There's something in ours called source. Source and mana are different. Alright. How do you get mana in ours? I'm gonna grab myself a stack. Quench delay. Mana is naturally regened like health. Interesting. I know on the Forge version of hex casting there is a integration with ours. So if you want to play with both, you can do that. But yeah, now my file's all charged up. Source is farmed and used in machines and rituals. How do you farm source? Is it also through terrible things, or is it, like, less evil? I mean, technically you can farm media. This is the other farm for media, it's just amethyst. You just over time. And you get charged amethyst, amethyst dust, and the vanilla shards, which you can use for media. And honestly, there isn't really a reason to keep this thing around, but I keep it around. It's nice. Man, this really has been like a show and tell episode, huh? Episode stream, even. This is my house. Isn't it lovely? Got the wall of skulls. Kirby. Got the wall of chests. Got the drawers and the skeleton. And the hat disposal machine. Got the wither skeleton farm. Oh shit, why? Uh-oh. What are you full up of? Why are you full? Ah, god damn it, it's wheat seeds again. Hold on. We gotta get rid of a lot of these. I wish the void upgrades would fucking work on these drawers. There, 5,000 wheat seeds. There we go. There's a mod to combine create and ours. Nice. There's a mod to combine create and hex as well, or hex casting as well. I don't like it very much. And I also don't know if it's on Fabric. This is a Fabric server, because I like Fabric. The original goal was it's a lot easier to make a lightweight mod pack in Fabric than it is in Forge. Forge has a lot of overhead. I didn't succeed in making a lightweight mod pack anyway, though, so it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of these. First off, do I got any of these new? You're new. Just that one, though. Alrighty. I've just found Forge easier over the years. Yeah, I mean, I definitely used to use Forge. A lot of the legacy mods are still on Forge, although now with Neo Forge and kind of the version split with everything, and oh my god, don't even talk to me about the fucking new version numbering system. Makes me sick. But I mean, I've played this game for a long time, and I have my particularities. I'm not just gonna say any new thing in the game is terrible, and I don't like it because it's new. Uh, but I don't like the numbering system because it's new. We don't talk about Neoforge. I've heard that a lot of people really enjoy Neoforge, but it is kind of strange, the whole situation. A lot of modders enjoy Neoforge, I guess is the way to put it. Alright. Goodbye. Is there anything we can use these for? Arrow ace pigment, compost, feed to birds, or give to villagers. Yeah, no. We're good. But yeah, this is my factory. This is my combination iron, gold, copper, and zinc farm. And flint. Can't forget about the blocks of flint. These two things down here are tough farms, because this pack gives us a way to farm tough. Lava onto water that is on sinking bubble column will make tough. And then it just grinds up stacks of it and turns it into ingots, which get transported over here on request. So yeah, if this is empty, then you just gotta wait a little bit. Oh, Percy Pie is leaving. Well, he sure was on camera for a while tonight. And then we look in here, and it's full again. And that goes for all of these, except for the pumpkin one, which is a little bit different. You've got to return bowls in order to get more pumpkin soup. And then pull this lever, and it runs. And that's just because of some annoying timing things with this one. Just because of the default recipe, for some reason, for this wants to use double onions. And I would prefer it uses potatoes. So I have to time it out properly so that it uses potatoes. And I also didn't want to attach, like, a wood farm to this. I probably could have, but, like, why would I? When it does not need to run all the time. We don't eat the food that fast. In fact, I think I'm the only person who regularly eats from that thing. And yeah, there's just a bowl return over here. And this refills. You just grabbed from it for the first time tonight? Well, please take all you want and return the bowls. Or don't, I'll just make new ones. Oh, man. I should probably call it soon. Oh my god, how did this stream get to be 3 hours? This was gonna be a short stream. They never are, but like... I do always say that. My longest stream ever now didn't start with me saying it's gonna be a short stream. So I have that going for me, at least. It wasn't because that one got shorter or anything. I did just beat it. But my previous longest stream ever, I'm pretty sure it started with me saying it was going to be a short stream, and then I streamed for 6 hours. Let's go find someone to raid. Who's live? Warped marsh biome. That's interesting. No one I follow is live. Who's playing modded Minecraft? I said I don't feel like streaming for long, then streamed for 12 hours. It's not just me. See? Who's playing modded? I'm not clicking on a stream tagged with ASMR. Yuck. I know it's just gonna be whispering, but still. What if they start eating into the mic? And I lose my mind. What? Okay, I know this is not the time to be chatting with chat, because, like, it's bedtime and whatever, but, like, what is up with the Forever World thing? Where did that come from? I feel like it's everywhere. Am I just out of touch? What is Morgcraft? Okay, You've piqued my interest. I can hear a fan. Alright, let's raid them. Never heard of it. Okay, so nobody here knows either. Let's go raid Shade Decay, I suppose. I'll be back on Monday. I really did mean to play Lies of P tonight. I really did. It's just I have blisters from shoveling the snow tonight. And I tried holding the controller and it hurt. And I figured I better not. I really do want to play more Lies of P. I really enjoy that game. I'm gonna be so terrible at it, but I at least need to beat the Nameless Puppet. Like, it's ridiculous. They nerfed the game? They nerfed the game ages ago, and it's not too easy now. They have difficulty settings now. It's not that bad. I like that everyone can enjoy the game. I'm never gonna shit on a game for nerfing or adding difficulty settings. I think all games should do it. Anyway, I'll play Lies of P, maybe, Monday. Maybe not. Well, then turn the difficulty up. It's not that hard. They got a slider. Okay. Go say hi to JDK. I don't even know if they're like they kind of look like they might be AFK. Alright, goodbye. And good night, VOD watchers.